Hey guys, this is Richard at Big Number 1 Motorsports, and today I'm sitting on the 2020 Polaris Sportsman XP1000 HighLifter. I want to tell you a couple things about why this is the unit that will get you into and out of the mud safely. So, speaking of mud, the most obvious things to start with are the 29.5-inch mud tires. This tread pattern is going to really allow you to almost swim through that mud, and also the size of the tire lends to the unit's 13.5-inch ground clearance. Now you need that because A, you don't know what's down in the mud, you don't want to hit it, and B, because you want to keep yourself out of the mud. You don't want to be in mud up to here, or maybe you do. It's up to you. But moving on, in case you do get stuck in the mud, it has a 3,500-pound winch included, along with the heavy-duty large front bumper. Now that's kind of the same purpose of the ground clearance. You're going to hit something at some point when you're in this mud. That's going to ensure that the unit is fine, and when you do get stuck, because you might, you can get yourself out with that 3,500-pound winch, or get your buddy out who got stuck before you and then laugh at him. Now, this unit has 85 horsepower, and it's geared differently than, say, a normal Sportsman 1000. And when they do that, they gear it lower so that it has the power it needs on the low end to churn through that mud. You know, you come to a stop, you're going to need the power to get moving again, to move yourself through the mud and get yourself out of the sticky situations. Speaking of that as well, what happens when you stop in the mud? Without power steering, you're stuck. You're not going to be able to turn those handlebars very easily. Every mud unit that Polaris makes comes with power steering standard. Also, for the first time, this is an industry first, it's got this mud grab bar, something to hold on to while you're in the mud. Say you go sideways, you got something to hold on to besides these bars right here where you might accidentally hit the throttle or your kill switch. Another thing that makes this unit perfect for the mud is the Relocated intake and radiator. So this unit is already snorkeled already. You got your intakes right here, and then it keeps the radiator out of the water. You don't want to be sucking up that water, that dirty mud, anything into the engine, because that's the quickest way to kill it. That's why they relocated them up here and moved the radiator upwards as well. Now, aside from those mud features, you of course also have the XP1000 engine, the twin cylinder from Polaris. They put these engines in a lot of things, and the great things about them is that this engine has been used for a while. And that means what? They've been able to work the kinks out of it. So you could buy an XP1000 and add these tires to it. You could add the winch, you could add even the bumper and relocate the radiator. But all of that is going to end up being more expensive than just buying a machine made for the mud. Also, you won't have that gearing that is set up in this unit to have it geared low, to churn through all that mud and get you into and out of the mud when you're done having fun. Anyway guys, this has been Richard at Big Number 1. There's a lot more to cover with this unit than you probably want to see in this video, so come in and take a look at it in person and I'll be happy to go over more of it with you.